Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Secretary Rollins, thank you for being here today. I want to start my first question by thanking you for your leadership on the Great American Cotton Plan that USDA announced last week. As Congress considers additional ways to help the domestic cotton industry, one proposal continuing to gain traction is the Bipartisan Buying American Cotton Act, which would encourage greater use of U.S.-grown fiber, support more textile manufacturing in the United States, and help shift sourcing away from regions associated with forced labor. Secretary, how do these priorities align with the goals of the Great American Cotton Plan, and what role can the stronger demand play in U.S. cotton advancing this agenda?
Well, this is again, the work is in this. This is a job that I just every day wake up, and it isn't easy. I don't take it lightly. It's a 7-day-a-week work. It's 20 hours a day, but the opportunity to identify where there has just been such bad policy making over many years, and seeing what has happened to some of our farmers. Cotton is one of those, and to see how the world has taken our market over a number of years, and that's for a lot of reasons. I mean, what we wear is often shipped in now from other countries. It's cheaper synthetic fiber. So I think the Buy an American Cotton Act, the BACA, as well as aligning with our Great American Cotton Plan, they are 100% aligned. And what's really exciting about this is again, in a bipartisan way, everyone is really, I think, woken up to the Making America Healthy Again movement. And what I've been talking about, it isn't just what we're eating in the food and putting our farmers back in charge, but it's also what we wear, the sheets that we sleep in, et cetera. And there's nothing better than Great American Cotton. And so getting back to that, plants, not plastics. I like to say America, not Brazil, because Brazil's the one that's taken most of our market on that, is an incredible opportunity for our cotton farmers.
Secretary, I'd like to discuss also the New World screwworm for a moment. And first, I want to thank you, Secretary Rollins, for your being extremely transparent and quick in response to the situation in Texas yesterday. And I know your testimony highlighted the work the administration's done to combat the fly both in Mexico and here at home. So let's visit for a moment about that. Tell me about the contingency plans, as you mentioned earlier. Tell me about the focus with which the department is putting on this. You obviously and the department are taking this very, very seriously, correct?
Well, that's correct, and I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about it. I didn't want to take too much time in my opening statement, but this is an issue that there should have been a facility that broke ground 3 years ago, frankly, whenever it began to move our way. This should have been something that we were investing in Mexico from 2021 to 2024 as it began to move our way very significantly. Just a big shout out to President Trump. You know, I know we're going to get a lot of hate in here, and I hate it, but the idea of returning the power to the people and shrinking the size and right-sizing the footprint of government is all very righteous work, and that's what the American people voted for. But at the same time, to envision that while we were doing all of that work last spring, I walk into the Oval Office, I make the case to the President of the United States that yes, we are cutting government. We're working really hard not to be so big, especially in Washington. The 10th Amendment, the states and the local government should be the ones doing most of the policy making. But sir, we're going to need $1 billion to launch a new facility, to break ground, to really invest on the other side of the border, to slow down. And if we do nothing, or if we do business as usual, the screwworm will be here in the summer of last year, and we will not be prepared. And almost without hesitation, he said go. So we've been working really hard.
So you're working very hard, creating more facilities, increasing the production at existing facilities. I understand trying to improve the viability of the male flies to make them more attractive, so to speak, in this process.
That's correct.
Working on ways to try and create higher percentages of male fly, since that's the fly that matters in this contest.
That's right.
All of those things, which is why we invest in agricultural research, correct? Why we invest in having the infrastructure for these kind of struggles, because this will never go completely away. We just have to be vigilant and prepared from now on, correct, Secretary?
Ever vigilant and ever watchful. And I was on the phone with about 50 of our cattle ranchers in Texas late last night. And I said, we're getting the treatments down to you. We've got the veterinarians, we're surging inspectors, et cetera. But it is now up to you to keep eyes on your animal. That's the most
Secretary.
important
Thank you,
thing.
Chairman. Yield
Gentleman's
back.
time
Thank you so
expired.
much.